stock has done very well this year, but earnings a few weeks ago were a pretty big letdown. What's actually happening beneath the surface?
Well, our earnings, we actually beat on earnings and cash flow and earnings per share, and our sales were a little bit below what the street had expected, but we've got good momentum coming into this year, and our number one priority for the coming year is to return to organic sales growth.
How do you do that?
Well, first and foremost with Blue Buffalo, the number one pet food in the whole wholesome natural segment. It's grown 8 to 10% this coming year, and maintaining growth on cereal. We've grown it 2 years in a row and looking to do it for a third.
Yeah, I wanted to dig in on cereal in particular. It's sort of a declining, flattish category, but you guys have been making inroads against your competitor, Kellogg. How do you do that? What does the consumer want with cereal these days?
Yeah, we've been doing really well on cereal. We've grown it 2 of the last years, and we're going to do it again next year. And we're looking to do that through new product innovation. We've got great new product innovation like Blueberry Cheerios and Cinnamon Toast Crunch Churros, but also really good marketing in our established businesses. We're growing Lucky Charms and Reese's Puffs and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Do we want sugary cereal?
We want cereals that taste good. And Americans are snacking more than ever, and General Mills has a lot of great tasting cereals, and so they're doing really well.
Do you think the category ever comes back to its glory days?
Well, it's improved sequentially 8 quarters in a row, and really what it takes is responding to consumer demand, and that's the reason we've been able to grow it, because we responded to consumer demand better than our competition has the last couple of years.
We actually have this sort of a similar conversation with Mondelez on Oreos. You take a franchise brand and you try to splinter it into a bunch of different varieties like you've done with Cheerios. How far can you take that before it starts getting silly?
Well, the key is to make sure you remain true to the brand, and so Cheerios is a brand that people have trusted since 1941, and Blueberry Cheerios is another great tasting variety. But while you're doing that, you have to market Honey Nut Cheerios. So we're marketing Honey Nut Cheerios, talking about cholesterol lowering properties of Honey Nut Cheerios and the great taste. The key is to do both at the same time: introduce new varieties and grow the things you've always had.
Is cereal taking share from yogurt or oatmeal or any of the other breakfast foods?
Well, cereal is back to about flat. Our cereal business is growing. We've returned our yogurt business to share growth this past year, and we're looking to improve upon that this coming year with some really good new product innovation.
You mentioned Blue Buffalo, of course, being important to the growth initiatives at the company. I'm curious, it's only about a week ago, but dog owners, I'm sure, noticed these reports from the FDA in terms of an investigation between a link between heart disease and any number of pet foods, including Blue Buffalo. A, what do you say to that? And B, is it having any impact on sales?
Well, the Blue Buffalo business is growing really nicely. First and foremost, for us, is the safety of our products and the nutritional value for pets. That's how Blue Buffalo was started, to make sure we make nutritious pet food. And so we are confident in the quality of our product. Having said that, we continue to work with the FDA to make sure that there's not something behind the scenes that we don't understand.
Yeah, can you give us a sense here as to our expectations? You may have to change the composition of the product in some way if this continues to be something that is a concern to the FDA?
We don't really think so at this time, because we've tested all of our products, all of our recipes, and they meet the nutritional credentials that dogs need and that pet parents are looking for. And so at this moment in time, we're very satisfied with what we've seen with our
And you don't
product.
think they're causing heart disease?
We do not.